Hello, hello everybody. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning. How are you today? You know
Very good.
what? Okay, good. Okay, you know what? I was looking for the aviation topic of today, and it seems that National Geographic changed the page. It's very weird because I am looking for the aviation topic, and it appears, you know, a different page, this one, Disney. So I cannot find, you know, the video that was supposed to be for today. I don't know, I have been looking for that. Yes?
I saw the link, and the link is in Australia. That's why perhaps it changed, because in Australia they made a change with Disney Plus.
Okay,
All
so
that
how can I
content-
find the video that I had ready for today?
I don't know that.
Yeah, because I had, you know, a video, the last video for today, and I cannot find it. It was how the ISS was built.
Why
Yeah.
don't you put that in the Finder and put National Geographic in Google?
That's what I did. That's what I did, but I didn't, I mean, I couldn't find it, and I really would like to watch that video with you guys today. Okay. Okay, guys, how have you been? Are you all healthy? Yes?
Yes.
All healthy, all fine?
Yep.
Okay, I will do the last try. If not, we're going to delete, you know, this video from. It was a very short video. I don't know.
Miss on the first video, or no?
This one?
Yes.
No, it's not innovation on the ISS. I just saw that video. It was really short, and I don't know why they changed the page. But Seva, could you watch the video when you were looking for it?
No, I just read the link, and when I saw that it was in Australia, then I realized that it might have changed. It changes of country.
Okay, I hope that doesn't happen with the rest of the videos, you know, because you have all the aviation, you know, questions, and you have to prepare a presentation for me. This one was number 7. International Space Station. What does the first woman say? And why does Alison talk about a political milestone? Let's try again, but if not, we're going to delete it, okay? And you have only 6 videos to choose one. No, it says again Disney. No, very weird, guys. Very weird. And I cannot find it here, you know, so probably, I don't know why they changed the page. Really, really weird. Okay, anyways, we're going to delete that video from our evaluation, okay? Because the thing is that according to the course plan, next Friday, July the 10th, you have to prepare another presentation, aviation topic, and you were supposed to choose one topic, you know, and to talk about the topic that we saw in classes, and to make like a review of the video, your personal opinion about this, and to explain the students what the video was about. That was the oral presentation. So you have to use only, you know, number 1, aviation topic, about talking about the Minnesota trash. This one about the African Americans, the pilots, remember? And then we have the 9/11, the plane that hit the Pentagon. Then we have the checklist. And then we have pilot betrayed. And then, you know, we have the Smithsonian, the Dogs of War. That was, we saw the last time. And number 7, really, I cannot find it. Very weird. But anyway, you'll have to choose from 1 to 6. And that's going to be next Friday, your aviation topic. To continue with our course plan, yes? Okay, so today what we will do is to start working with unit number 6, charity. Yes? So you need your handouts, please. And I have the handout here in the PDF, so I'm going to share it for you, okay? So you can open yours, or you can use it with mine. Okay, and this is unit 6, charity. Here we have. Okay, so unit number 6, and we also have it here, you know. It's about charity. We are going to watch some videos where Bill Clinton and his wife are here, and then we're going to talk about charity and what people do, you know, to help other people. And it's a very polemic topic that we are discussing all over the world today, especially because of the coronavirus, right? So a lot of people are trying to help other people. So talking about, okay, how can I delete this thing? My gosh, I have here, okay. Okay, yes, here we go. Here we have, you know, the topic, it says donate, yes? And what do you see in the picture? Sebastian.
I see a glass can with some coins inside of it, and there is a sticker that says donate. And perhaps it's being held by a girl.
Yes, a girl is holding this can, right? Okay. So we are going to read a quotation. Hans, can you please read the quotation? You have 2 quotations. One is from Charles Dickens and another one is from Roman Abramovich. Read it, please.
Sure. Charity begins at home and justice begins next door. Charles Dickens. But charity is a very complicated thing. It's important to find an area where you can really help and you can feel the results. Charity is not like feeding pigeons in the square. It is a process that requires professional management. Roman Abramovich.
Okay, so what do you understand by the first quotation? Charity begins at home and justice begins next door. What do you understand by that, Alexander?
Okay. I think that its words means basically if you help the world, if you help people who they need it, you can receive good things in your life. I think it's like, I don't know, karma, for example.
Karma, right, okay.
When you make some good actions and with time and you need help, for example, you receive the help that you needed.
Okay. Felipe Gonzalez, thank you, Alexander. Felipe, what do you think about this one? Charity begins at home and justice begins next door.
Because I think about social justice with the equality and that's and what I ¿cómo se dice? Apoyar o donar.
Support, donate.
With donate some money and government responsibility, and I think it's
Okay. Okay, yes, that's your opinion. Antonio, and what about this one? Charity is a very complicated thing. It's important to find an area where you can really help and you can feel the results. Charity is not like feeding pigeons in the square. Pigeons are palomas. It is a process that requires professional management. What do you think about this, Antonio?
I think for make a justice for the poor people, and all people need to make a little little donate or little como un aporte, a little support
Okay.
to have a big result.
Yes, but what about professional management?
To make a big change, we need a manage, I think.
Okay, what about some different institutions that we have in our country? For example, Techo para Chile or Hogar de Cristo. Those are, institutions that have professional management. They have people that are in charge of helping other people, and they are paid for that. It's a professional job, right? Antonio?
Yes, I think there is a good institutions.
And they are professional. They have different, departments, and they have a directory. They have, a manager, right?
Yes, but they need the people to make a change.
Of course, of course. Okay, so let's talk about this. It says here, should it be every citizen's duty to give money to charity? Do you think that this should be obligatory, Mariano?
I think that is.
Mariano is muted.
Sorry. I think that I will say no, because more people like to do volunteer. It's more like, I don't know how to say it well, but I think Techo para Chile works because the people go volunteer, no obligatory.
Okay, I agree with you. Yeah, because it says here, should it be a duty? Should it be an obligation? And I don't think so.
I don't think no.
Is it better, if you don't have money, for instance, Mariano, is it better to give your time and skills, your abilities, instead of money?
I don't think that is better. I think that is depend of the work that you need to do, because Techo para Chile, again, you need money, but you need people that work to do the homes.
Yes, the houses, right? Houses.
Yes. So it depends. I think the charity needs the two things.
So they need money and they also need time and volunteers, right? Okay, Camilo, what charities do you know? Apart from Techo para Chile, that we were talking with Mariano about Techo para Chile. What charities do you know in Chile?
I don't know, but I don't know, secure bomberos.
Firefighters?
Sí, o no. O no. Firefighters.
Do you consider that firefighter is the organization, the institution that they have, do you consider that this is a charity organization? Camilo? Camilo? What is the firefighter department in Chile?
Sorry.
What can you say about the firefighting department in Chile?
I don't know. I see the firefighters, for example, in the street, pidiendo aportes,
Asking for
asking for money,
donations.
donations.
But do firefighters have a salary in Chile, Camilo?
No.
So they do.
Sorry.
So they do a volunteer work.
Yes, it's a volunteer work.
And in the United States, do firefighters get a salary?
I don't know. Probably yes.
Who knows, guys? Who knows about the United States firefighter department?
They do.
They receive money from the government.
They get a salary.
Yes, they have a salary and they have a lot of benefits. I have a friend, my friend Claudia is Chilean, and she married a firefighter in Florida, and he even has a truck, you know, from the firefighter department. So they give him, of course, a salary, benefits, and also a truck, a big truck that he can drive anytime he wants. So what do you think about the firefighter department in Chile? Should they get a salary? Should they continue as volunteers? Sebastian?
They should get a salary. They do a lot of danger works, rescuing people, so it should be paid.
Of course, that's dangerous, absolutely. It's not only fires, but it's also rescuing people from different catastrophes. Like if there's a tsunami, firefighters help. If there's an earthquake, or if there's, you know, an animal, you know, lost, they also help. So they should get a salary. It shouldn't be, you know, volunteer.
Miss?
Yes?
Once I heard an interview from a firefighter when this it was a big topic of discussion when they whether they received money or not for them, because in overall experience they wanted to receive they have always wanted to receive money to get a salary, but this person, this fireman, I'm not sure.
Both. You say firemen
okay.
or fire workers?
This fire worker, this in particular fire worker said that the fact that they have a volunteer salary, right, not a specific salary from the government, brings another benefit, that it is that the people who get involved with fireworkers, like the fireworkers itself, have are more passionable, or have more passion have more passion on their work. So everyone right now who do firework stuff are like feel it from their heart to be a fireworker, and nobody does it for the money, because nobody receives money. So that's a fact that this person said it will change if they have salary. But this person, it was just a a sentence that he said so. I mean, it's not what his real opinion. I mean, it's his real opinion. It was a point, but he really think that fire workers should get a salary from the government, like everywhere.
Yeah, well, if you have a salary from the government, you have your rights and also have your obligations. If you have a contract, you need to follow all the requirements, and you need to follow a schedule, and you're not a volunteer anymore, so you have your obligations too, your duties. So yeah, they love, what they do, and they are passionate about that, but they should probably need more professional help, and also money. I was watching a program the other day, because now that there's the pandemic, there's a program on Channel 13 every day at 6 o'clock, I think, and they help people. And actually yesterday they were helping the firefighter department from Codegua, a place like that, and they had nothing. They didn't have all the elements and the tools to work, so they were getting help from volunteers. So there should be something about that. Do you remember, the social outbreak in October last year? Many places were burnt, and firefighters worked a lot. They didn't even have enough people, for helping. Should the rich, next question. Jason, can you read the question? Should the rich
and very large companies be forced to give money to charity?
To charity. And what is your answer? Should they be forced? Should they be obliged to give money to charity? Jason?
Yeah.
I think so? You say I think so, or I don't think so?
I think that yes, rich companies should to help people, poor people, and so to make donations for education and
and do they do that now? Do they help now? Rich and very large companies, do they give money to education, to charity, to different institutions, Alexander?
As I concern, a lot of companies and rich people give their money. For example, Bill Gates, and I don't know, another powerful people, But in my opinion, I think that yes, they should.
Yes, Alexander.
Give money to charity.
Yes, at the beginning of your intervention, you said something like the expression I wrote in the chat, Alexander.
Oh, give me a second, please. Yes.
Okay.
The last one. As far as I'm concerned, okay.
Right. As far as I am concerned, they help already.
Yes.
And they should help more, in your opinion, right?
Yes. Yes. They have a lot of money, a lot of power,
Yes, that's
and
right.
It's really a lot. It's unnecessary, actually.
Yeah. Well, when we see the videos from Bill Gates, you will see that he donates most of the money he makes, but he has, big organizations where he help a lot, in the United States. Tell me, guys, do you ever give money to the homeless? Do you ever give money to the homeless, or does your mother, does your father give money to the homeless? Felipe Gonzalez?
Oh, okay. I have. It depends about um, about no, depends of with trust it with on trust the person uh, who need money, because a lot of person lies I don't know, buy alcohol and that's it.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people lie. They buy alcohol, they buy drugs, and they don't work for anyone, right?
Because this depends.
Yes, it depends, right? Okay, anyway, tell me please now that we are in the middle of the pandemic, yes? What should you do, and what is your opinion about the way that people are being helped today? The government is helping, you know, especially poor people. Different charity organizations are also helping, are also, you know, giving food and different elements to the society. But do you think this is the right thing to do in the middle of a pandemic? What should you do if you were, you know, working in the government? What would you do?
Like, try to help a little more. I will say, always is not enough, but there is like a range, right? From what's closest to enough, right? The word dignity is it's a very big word these days, so it's hard to it's hard to say it, but a lot of people live today with the pandemic without a lot of dignity. They have to still go out to work, for example, to work on the streets where there is a lot of cold.
It's freezing outside.
It's cold, freezing outside, so that's kind of hard. But I mean, I don't want to say that the government has made wrong decisions about how helping people. I mean, they are in the correct direction, but it's, in my opinion, it's not enough, because there are, for example, with the really poor people, they receive benefits, but it just, for example, I know that they receive like this money payments from the government,
bonus.
But it's bonds, yes, but to me, in my opinion, that's not enough. I mean, you cannot do too much with 100,000 Chilean pesos, right? Or 300,000 Chilean pesos, like once in 3 months, right? It's not too much. And I, for example, think that the boxes that they are giving, I haven't received them yet, but I will, right? So, and I have seen them for other friends, and they told me they were good. I mean, they have a lot of things from good quality. Like, that's a difference from the past. That in the past, the boxes that people received in these cases were like pretty how do you call them, like basic, you know. It has like just plain sugar, a couple of pasta noodles, and that's it. I mean, to say something.
No, they have like fruits and vegetables now also.
Yes. They have like these chickpeas and stuff, which help.
But how long? I mean, can you cook with that? I mean,
yes, that's the question. It's not enough. I always say the case of South Korea, that people who needs it calls the government, and the government the other day, it's on your door, giving you providing you the food that you need, and money if you need to pay the rent and stuff, right? So I mean, I think always you could do better. They are in the right direction, but the thing is, it's not enough yet, and uh, they take so long to make things. That's another thing.
That's another thing. They are taking so much time. Yes, yes, it's already July, and people need, and we need, you know, the help or the money right now. So
Yes.
There's a problem with logistics. They have a problem with logistics. That's why they got too late.
What would you do, Jason, Antonio, Alexander, Felipe? I need to listen to you. I am taking the time because we were going to do this video, but we didn't do it. So I am taking the time to listen to you, to develop your speaking and fluency. What is your opinion? Say that you're free to say whatever you want.
I think that, for example, the privates have a great responsibility for the power that they have. For example, it's not an obligation, I know, but it's a little help, you know. If every Chilean rich people put one money, for example, in the table, you know, you can help a lot of people who they need in every part of Chile, especially in Santiago, for example.
But do you think it is a good idea to give people or to offer jobs? You know, because in my personal opinion, I don't want to receive any bonus. Really, I want to have
Yes.
I want to have a place to work, and luckily I have my job, but a lot of people don't have the opportunity today. Today is a crisis, you know, but
Yes.
it's terrible. The situation today is special, you know. Charity now, it's #1, you know, everywhere in Chile, but I'm talking in general. What do you prefer? You prefer to have, you know, money given or money, or you want to have a salary because you have done a job? Alexander.
Yes, the second option is the best, actually. And I think in my case, if I was a rich guy, for example, I try to create a lot of jobs, you know, for the people, for the poorest people, and easiest jobs, you know, not a very complicated thing, really.
Right, yes. Okay, this is a very difficult topic, but help needs to be given as soon as possible. Yes, because people are already, you know, since March, a lot of people have been unemployed. March, April, May, June, 4 months. So I hope this is over soon and we can continue, you know, having, you know, a normal life and to work and to make our own money. But anyway, what do you know, guys, about Bill Gates' donations? Do you know anything about his donations, the work that he has done?
He has donated a lot
Yes.
to big foundations in the United States, and he also won a medal, a presidential medal, I think it was, for his charity. With his wife.
Yes, with his wife. His wife is #1. Alexander, you want to say something?
He creates his foundation in the 90s, if I don't remember. He has a serious trouble with the government because his company, Microsoft, they become in a monopoly, is the word in English? No?
Yes, monopoly, yes.
Monopoly, and he has some serious troubles for the same reason, you know. It's illegal, in fact. Actually, sorry.
Yes, and he has tried to help not only the United States, but also Africa, you know. I saw a documentary, if you have time, you can see this documentary in Netflix about all the ways that he has been helping people, and you can watch it in English with subtitles in English. And he tried to help, you know, people in Africa that didn't have any water. So he created some kind of he wanted to, yes, now I am remembering, it was a vaccination that he needed against malaria, but he discovered that people didn't even have water. So he created, you know, special containers, you know, to give people, you know, first of all, water, and then to be able to give them the vaccination. But he hasn't been very successful, guys. He hasn't been very successful. He helps people, but he hasn't been successful outside the United States. Anyway, you can watch that documentary, but here we have the introduction of the unit. I want you to understand and then tell me, what did he and his wife say about charity?
Oh yeah, if you take from the most wealthy and you give to the least wealthy, it's good. It kind of tries to balance out, and that's just.
But you change systems. I mean, in the US, we're trying to change the education system so it's just for everybody and it works for all students. I mean, that to me really changes the inequality balance.
Oh yeah, if you take from the most wealthy and you give to the least wealthy, it's good. It kind of tries to balance out, and that's just.
But you change systems. I mean, in the US, we're trying to change the education system so it's just for everybody and it works for all students. I mean, that to me really changes the inequality balance.
Okay, so what do they say first? Did you understand the first part?
They talk really fast, but what I could understand that it was that if you give money from wealthy people to poor people, it kind of balance the equation, right? Like it does as per yeah, and I don't know how to say.
Yes, at the beginning he was talking in general about wealthy people that can balance, you know, because wealthy, you know, for Mariano, Camilo, Alexander, everybody, wealthy, I wrote it in the chat, wealthy is like millionaire, you know, people that have wealth, it's people that have money, yes? So you say rich people or wealthy people or millionaires, right? So if they give money to the rest, you have a balance. But then Melinda said something else. What did you understand, Camilo? Did you understand anything about Melinda?
Yes, she said the same. Change the system for equilibrar la balanza.
How do you say that? I am writing in the chat, inequality system. Yes? Inequality. Yes, it's, or the other word that Felipe used before when he was talking is equality. Yes? Felipe mentioned the word equality. Yes, so what is the thing that can change the inequality, according to Melinda?
The education system.
Education. Yes. She says that education changes everything, right? Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's see the next. We have here, you know, we have a woman here. It says, Shri Bose started her company Piper through crowdfunding. What is that? Crowdfunding. I mean,
it's a place where you can ask some people, a group of people, for money, so they can do a refund to you, like a donation, a voluntary donation to get a goal.
Okay, so it's crowdfunding, right? That's the way you spell it. No, it's with a D, Crowdfunding, you know, this is collective help. In other words, it's when different people, you know, crowds, it comes from the word crowd. You know, do you remember the adjective crowded? We said that when Colo-Colo and La Chile play at the National Stadium, the stadium is crowded, full of people. So that's crowdfunding, is you know, people that help. So it says here, watch entrepreneur. Am I sharing the screen? No, I am not sharing. Okay, now I'm going to share. Here we have, it says, watch entrepreneur. Oh, this word is important, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I wanna, the pronunciation, you know, of this word is very important. What is the pronunciation of this word?
Entrepreneur.
Can you repeat, please?
Entrepreneur.
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 And in England?
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Oh, I don't like it in British.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. So what's the name of the entrepreneur? What's the name of this woman? Sri Bose. So watch her talking about launching a crowdfunding campaign. Launching, also important word, guys. You launch a campaign. My gosh, I have so many windows open that I get confused. Okay, here. I am going to write here. Please, this word is important. No, I cannot write in the chat, but I am talking about launching. Yes, launch is to lanzar una campaña. ¿Ah? So how does it work? How does it work? Can you read, Alexander, the two options, A and B?
Okay. Letter A. By asking a few people to donate big sums of money. Letter B. By asking many people to donate a small amount of money.
Okay, so we are going to answer this, okay? This is 6 here.
So Piper is a product that lets kids play Minecraft and interact with the virtual game while building electronics in the real world. It comes in a toolbox with wires and switches, and basically kids have to assemble it themselves and hook it up to their computer to play. The reason my co-founder and I actually started Piper was to create more fun tools for kids to get them interested in technology. So we launched a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign back in March 2015, and the company's been growing ever since.
Okay, did you get that, guys? One more time, please. Tell me what she does in her company, okay? One more time.
So Piper is a product that lets kids play Minecraft and interact with the virtual game while building electronics in the real world. It comes in a toolbox with wires and switches, and basically kids have to assemble it themselves and hook it up to their computer to play. The reason my co-founder and I actually started Piper was to create more fun tools for kids to get them interested in technology. So we launched a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign back in March 2015, and the company's been growing ever since.
Okay, so what does she do? What does she do in the company? Can you please tell me? What does she do? What is her company? What is, you know, the job that they do? She's a co-founder, but what do they do in this company?
They're aiming to create fun tools to kids so they can get interested in technology.
Okay, so they create fun tools for kids to play, but especially with what application?
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Do you do you play or did you play in the past Minecraft?
Sure, a lot. It's very funny.
Okay, so how does she give this product to children?
She sends them like a kit with they can connect it to the computer and then they can play.
Seba, your audio is not working correctly. I can't hear you. I mean, I hear you, but not well. Probably, I don't know. But anyway, yes, Sebastian, can you say that again? How does she give this product to children? You have a bad connection. You have a bad connection. Okay.
It's like a kit, and in that kit you have tools that you can connect to the computer and then play.
Yes, it's a box, it's a tool, it's a kit, right? Okay, now let's see the questions that we have here.
In crowdfunding, a project is basically funded by the public using an online platform. Since Piper was a completely new product, we wanted to make sure that there was a demand for it first. So we shared information about Piper on the Kickstarter website, and then people from all over the world who wanted to support it could donate money, usually a small amount each. Our goal was to raise $50,000, but we actually had so many donors that we ended up raising $280,000, which we used to begin production.
So how much money? What was her goal, Jason? What was her goal? And finally, how much she got?
I can't hear my internet.
It's not working, okay. Okay. Okay, don't worry. Camilo Galarce, what was her goal? How much money she wanted to have?
2,000 or 3,000 for it.
Do you agree?
At the beginning, it was like 50,000.
Yes.
And then they reach the amount of 2,800. Sorry.
Yes, listen to this. Listen to this again. Listen.
And for it first. So we shared information about Piper on the Kickstarter website, and then people from all over the world who wanted to support it could donate money, usually a small amount each. Our goal was to raise $50,000.
What was her goal?
50,000.
$50,000, 50, and then?
Yes.
But we actually had so many donors that we ended up raising $280,000.
And how much money she got?
280,000. No, and $800.
Yes, from donors.
From donors.
Donors. That's the name, you know? Remember, donors. You say donate is the verb, and donation is the noun. Yes, but the people were donors. Okay, so what is the correct answer, A or B?
B.
B, by asking many people, right, to donate a small amount. Let's do together the second exercise. It says watch again, but we already watched that again. 6.2. Mariano, can you read, please? Check the
benefits of crowdfunding both nations. It can help demonstrate It can help demonstrate the demand for a new product. It's a great way to reach people from all over the world. It minimizes the financial risk to investors. It can help to create a loyal customer base.
Yes, repeat Mariano, minimizes.
Minimizes.
And customer.
Customers.
Customer base.
Customer
So,
base.
what are the benefits of crowdfunding Bose mentions?
It was a great way to reach people from all over the world.
Excellent, yes. And only that?
The first one I will say too, it can help demonstrate the demand for a new product.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Yes. It can help demonstrate. It can help demonstrate. I am not sharing the screen, guys.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. I thought that I was sharing. We're here. Yes, I can help demonstrate the demand of new products. And it's a great way to reach people from all over the world. Right? Okay, guys. Yes. Okay, so so you are learning, you know, vocabulary about that. You learn charity, donate, you know, demand. It's an important word too. Yes, the demand. What is the pronunciation of this word, Jason? The one that I wrote here in the chat? Jason?
Demand, product.
Product. Repeat after me. Product.
Product.
Product. Yes, the demand.
Product.
So another word, minimizes. Yes, remember guys that you are going to be engineers, right? So all of this vocabulary will be useful for you when you talk about business and projects. It minimizes, you know, the risk is another word that you should know. Yes, customer, please, or client, right? And funding. Funding, in this case, crowdfunding, but you can only talk about funding, yes? And do not forget, please, the words wealthy, wealth, inequality, yes, or equality, yes? Okay, so we are going to continue next class, okay, with the speaking and more vocabulary about that, okay? I really recommend that you see, you know, Bill Gates series in Netflix. It's only 3 episodes. So next time we could probably talk about what he did, especially in Africa. Okay, so for next class, we have here, let me see the course plan. No homework, no homework for next class, which is next Wednesday. Yes, no homework, okay, guys? Let me see. It's really, you need a lot of, you need a lot of concentration when you're working online, you know, because you have all the windows and I share, you know, one video and then I share, you know, the PDF. So sorry if I am very clumsy. You know the word clumsy, guys? What is clumsy?
I don't know.
Torpe.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry if I am clumsy, but it's a lot of concentration, you know, with one thing or the other and a lot of windows open. Okay, guys, so enjoy your weekend, yes? And see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, Miss. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Miss. Have a nice day.
You too.